All right. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's popping? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. The bad boy, the dating game was good. Let me make sure this shit is streaming well. Make sure this shit is streaming good. What's going on, people? Let's send this thing real quick. But yeah, man, so what's popping off? What up in the chat? Damian Forby, Miles, what's popping? Whiskey to Done. Sauce 5, Simple Sean Panther. 82916, who else? Nassim. Andre Strums, DJ YM. Epic That Dude. MGTOWN was popping. Dionata, C. Gonzo, Joe Blast, what's good? What's good? So, today I'm going to be talking about the 3 levels of interest you're going to get when it comes to dealing with women. But before we get into all of that, remember, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Everyone in the chat room should have a copy of this right now. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get this book. Also, make sure you guys, get your Submissive Women Are Sexy shirts. Bam. Make sure you click the link below to get the Submissive Women Are Sexy t-shirts. Make sure you make that happen. You feel what I'm saying? You said, what's the Game Kings estimated release date? Game Kings not coming out till like next year, May or June. You understand? So next summer, it ain't coming out till like next summer. So don't even worry about that yet. You feel what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna come out soon. But so what's going on, people? I feel like I haven't done a live stream in a minute, but I think the last time I did one was on the day before Labor Day. But it feels like, because the whole week I don't think I did it. But I'm gonna probably end up, because I've been looking at Patreon and doing live streams on Patreon. So I'm looking into, and I talked about this before, but I'm gonna probably start it maybe sometime next week. When I do my live streams during the week, like maybe Wednesdays or Mondays, I'm going to start doing it on Patreon. So this is why you guys got to make sure you get on Patreon, because if you're not on Patreon, you're going to start to miss the live streams I do during the week. Because I'm always have the one on Friday here. But you're going to miss out on the Patreon. You're going to miss out on the live streams that I'm going to be doing during the week. And those are only going to be on Patreon once I get that set up. You understand? So make sure you guys join the Patreon ASAP. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. I'll put it in the chat room. You feel what I'm saying? You said when the Game Kings, I said earlier, the Game Kings is going to be coming out next year. Next summer. You understand what I'm saying? It's either next spring or next summer. So it ain't coming out anytime soon. So make sure you guys go to Patreon to join the Patreon so you can see the other joints. But let's just jump right into this shit, man. Let's just jump right into this fucking shit. You feel what I'm saying? Man, exactly, Simple Sean. I'm gonna go even deeper on the Patreon when I do the live streams there. So so make sure you guys join the Patreon and make that happen. So now we're talking about the 3 levels of interest a woman is going to show you. Now this shit right here is very important. So you got to take some notes. You understand? Watch this video again. But this is very, very important, because a lot of times you're wasting time with a woman because this chick isn't really that interested in you. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get it going. So I'm sure some of you have remembered when I talked about the 3 types of women you're going to run into, meaning the girl who's extremely into you, the girl who's somewhat into you, and the girl who's not into you at all, right? So I've talked about those types of women before. Now, I want to strictly focus on interest, meaning that this is a girl that you're dealing with or talking to or trying to make something happen, but you have to ask yourself, how interested is she, in me? Is she actually interested in me? You feel what I'm saying? Is she actually interested in me? Right? So now the 3 levels of interest are this. Is high interest, which is the best, medium interest, and then low interest. Okay? Those are the 3 levels. High interest, medium interest, and low interest. Right? And I'm going to break it down, what all of these entail, so you'll probably figure out, like, damn, that girl I've been seeing, or this girl I've been talking to, she actually has low interest in me, or this girl I've been talking to has medium interest in me, so you'll know what's popping off. But to simply put it, a chick who has high interest will have sex with you. She wants to have sex with you. A girl who has medium interest might have sex with you, and a girl who has low interest is not going to have sex with you at all. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just a simple version. A woman who has high interest, she'll have sex. Women with medium interest, she might have sex with you. Women with low interest, she ain't having sex with you at all. You understand? And now, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about, when you're first dealing with a chick and you're interacting with her. Also, and I'm going to get into this where, right, exactly, AQ, I was about to say that. You saying, can the interest levels change? They can, right? But what happens is that in most cases, the interest level can only go up or down, or will go up or down one level. So, for example, if a woman has low interest in you, right, most likely her interest is going to stay low. But there is a chance she can end up having medium interest in you, right? But usually if a chick has low interest in you, she's not going to turn around and have high interest in you. Right now, it could happen that it could occur, but it's more rare to go from low interest to high interest. Same thing from the opposite end. If a woman has high interest in you, you have to do some really fucked up shit or something crazy for her to suddenly just have low interest in you that quick. But a woman can go from high interest to medium interest in you. You understand what I'm saying? Based off of certain things you're doing. Or a woman could go from medium interest in you to high interest in you. You see what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is that, usually it goes from one level to the next. Usually it doesn't go from high interest to low interest or low interest to high interest. It's either low to medium and that'll be it, or medium to high and it'll go that way, or high to medium. You know what I'm saying? So it's usually close together. In most cases, it's hard to go from low interest to really high interest, and it's hard to go from high interest to back all the way down to low interest. You see what I'm saying? In most cases. There are exceptions. There are situations where shit will pop up, in that regard, but, it's usually not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to go over each of these interests and tell you some of the things that's going to happen in these situations. So you'll sort of realize, recognize, and know either maybe a girl you're dating now, and also some future girls you might be trying to fuck with, and you'll be like, damn, okay, I can see and I can tell she has high interest, low interest, medium interest, or whatever. Now, the thing that I would say before I even start is that you want to find the women who have high interest. That's the best type of chicks to fuck with. Most dudes be wasting a lot of time on chicks who have medium interest and or low interest, right? What you want to do is focus on the high interest chicks. But let me get into what all these things are. So what's a chick who has, what a chick who has high interest do, right? A chick who has high interest, she's going to give you no problems when it comes to fucking or having sex quickly. You understand what I'm saying? No problems, right? So basically, you're going to be having sex sooner than later when it's a chick who is high interest. You understand? Because she's extremely interested in you, right? And exactly, Theo C, the cooperation with a chick who has high interest is heavy. It's consistent cooperation. You understand what I'm saying? Consistent cooperation. Now, another thing with a chick who has high interest is there's going to be no game playing in this situation. Like, she's not going to play games with you because she has high interest. You understand? So you don't got to worry about the game playing. And a chick who has high interest will quickly make it obvious that she's interested in you. You understand? Through what she's saying and also what she's doing. So a girl who has high interest will straight up tell you she likes you. You understand? A girl who has high interest will be all touchy-feely with you, flirting with you heavy, all that other stuff. You understand? You said where in the United States are high interest women? They're all over the place. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute so you guys can understand. Right? So yeah, so the chick who has high interest, she's going to have sex with you quick. She's going to cooperate heavy. She's going to not play games. Right? And she's going to make it basically extremely obvious that she's interested in you. Right? Now, let's get to the next level, which is the medium interest. Now, this is where a lot of guys have trouble because a lot of guys try to waste a lot of time with the medium interest women. Because what happens is the medium interest chick, some of the characteristics of her is this. Is that a chick who has medium interest is going to be the type of chick who's going to say, hey, you know, let's take it slow. I want to get to know you more. Like, let's go out on 3 or 4 dates and all that other shit. You understand? Like, she's going to come at you that way. Because she has medium interest. She's like, oh, let's get to know each other, blah, blah, blah. That's medium interest. You understand? Another thing with medium interest women is that it's inconsistent cooperation. Right? So let's say, for example, with a high interest girl, when you text her, she'll text you right back. With a medium interest girl, you'll text her and she might text you back. And then when you text her again to respond to make something happen, she'll, probably take like hours to hit you back. You understand? Maybe even she'll wait till the next day to hit you back. That's medium interest. You understand? So like her interest is inconsistent. 1 minute it seems like everything is, going smoothly. And then the next minute it's like, what the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? That's medium interest. You feel what I mean? Another thing that medium interest women will do is they'll flake. So, but the thing is this. Medium interest, the way that they'll flake, what up, John, was popping? The way that they'll flake is usually, after they've sort of like, been fucking with you a little bit. Or I guess I could say, they've been with you for a little bit. Meaning, they won't necessarily flake on the first date. That's more low interest. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But you might have like hung out with the chick maybe once or twice. And then you're trying to hook up something else. And then she'll flake. You understand? And then maybe you'll see her one more time. Then you try to see her again and she'll be all flaky and wishy-washy. It's more inconsistent. When a woman has medium interest in you, shit is more inconsistent. You understand? So, you got to understand that also a woman who has medium interest in you, she's definitely going to play games. She's definitely going to play games. Right? So, a woman who has medium interest, she's going to 1 minute act like she wants to do something sexual, then the next minute not. You understand what I'm saying? This is the type of chick who, she likes you, she'll come over to the crib, but she won't fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? That's medium interest. Body Slam, you said, don't all women play games? Yeah, if they have medium interest or low interest. If a woman has high interest in you, she's not going to play games. You understand? Because she actually wants things to happen. She wants it to work out. See, a woman who has high interest, she might do something where she's being flirty and sort of like teasing you a little bit just for fun, but she's not really going to play games with you. You understand? The medium interest women and the low interest women, they're definitely going to play games. You understand? And the reason why they're playing games is because when a woman has medium interest, she's not really sure, like, like she's not really that into you like that. Like she likes you, but she's like on another side of her is like, I don't know. You understand? So this is why you'll meet a chick at a bar, get her number, talk to her, everything seemed cool, and then you hit her up, and then she may not return your text. Or a day goes by, she returns your text, and you're thinking, okay, cool, it's on, and you try to make something happen, and she's like, oh, yeah, cool, we can make it happen. Then y'all meet up, everything seemed cool, and then the next thing you know, you hit her up again, she flakes on you. You know what I mean? This is like, she's all over the place. You said, is medium interest women a waste of time? Usually they are. But if you have enough game, you could get a chick who has medium interest to end up having high interest in you. I'm just saying that the best course of action is to focus on the high interest chicks. See, the thing with a high interest girl, everything is so much more easier. This is way more easier. Now, a medium interest chick, what she's going to do is that she's going to always weigh her options with you. Like, for example, you ever, because I tell you guys to make sure you confirm dates, right? Have you ever was about to go on a date with a chick, or you were supposed to see a girl on a date, let's say on a Friday, and you text her and you say, hey, listen, we still on for 7, and let's say you text her around like noon or 1 o'clock, and she takes long to get back to you. That's a medium interest chick, because she's trying to weigh her options out. She's like, well, I could go see this guy, but then I don't know, let me go see what's up with this guy. But if she had high interest in you, when you said, hey, we still on for 7, she'd be like, hell yeah, let's do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, see, most of y'all know I'm in an open relationship with my wife, so I gotta say that before I talk about this next, use this example, because, you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? But, so, my wife was messing with this dude, but I had to, like, let her know, because some women don't even realize this. I had to explain to her that she has medium interest in a nigga, right? Because what happened was, the dude hit her up and he was like, hey, do you want to meet up? I could meet you around like 9:30 or something, right? So she's like, saying, damn, I don't really think I want to see this guy that late. It's just, 9:30 seems kind of late. And I'm like, no, that's not late. You just have medium interest in a nigga. Because if you had high interest in the dude, you'd have went and saw him. You see what I'm saying? You would have went and seen the dude. And so that's the thing where a woman, she'll look at the situation and be like, she'll make up excuses as to why she can't do it. But it's really because she has medium interest. So a lot of times when you're trying to, make shit happen with women, and it seems like you're pulling teeth and shit ain't really going how you want it to go, that means that the chick has medium interest or low interest. Low interest is the worst. Now, see, the thing with a high interest woman, and this is what I always say, the high interest woman, I always say, find a chick who's willing to lose sleep for you. And what I mean is that a woman who's going to sacrifice because she's that interested in you. That's a high interest chick. You understand? See, when you're dealing with a girl, and this is why sometimes you actually want to test her by giving her things where it's almost like she has to go out of her way. You understand? Because you want to sort of inconvenience her to see how far she's going to go to fuck with you. Because if you inconvenience her and she fucks with you, right, that's showing high interest. If you say, hey, meet me here at so-and-so, she's like, oh, that's kind of out of my way, it's kind of too late, that's medium interest. You understand what I'm saying? So, you said most high interest women you're not interested in. I'm going to get to that in a second. So now, that's the medium interest women. So now, let's get to the low interest women. The low interest women, right? They are basically going to be the women that you deal with who are going to be attention whores to you. You understand? So these women aren't interested in you sexually really at all. You understand? Or they see you as like you know, if the end of the world happened, they might fuck you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or you're the last guy on earth type of thing. But the reason why it's low interest is because they're still interested in your attention. They're interested in you giving them attention. You understand? So these are the chicks where you get their number and all that stuff. They, you know, you think everything is on and popping, and you text her, and you try to set up a date or something, but she's not trying to set up no date with you. She's just having conversations. She's sort of dodging the questions, right? You say, hey, when are you free so we get together? And she'll be like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm kind of busy. I got to get back to you, right? And then she'll try to like talk to you about some other shit. You understand? Or, exactly, you said low interest equals a text buddy. Exactly. And also friend zone. I was about to say that. A low interest chick, she'll be on some friend zone shit with you. You feel what I'm saying? A low interest girl is going to flake on you on the first date. That's a low interest girl. You feel what I'm saying? A low interest chick is going to, you know, you'll text her and she'll basically never get back to you. You feel what I'm saying? Or she might get back to you once, you hit her up again, and then she'll just never get back to you. You understand? And then you have dudes who don't realize that they're dealing with a low interest girl, and they'll double text and triple text and do all this other bullshit. And I'm like, yo, that girl is not interested in you like that. You understand? So, you know, you said, when should you give up on a woman you really want to pursue? I really want to pursue, but am holding back. She was contacting me all the time at first, and then she backed off like a mofo. So what happened when she was contacting you, bro? You ain't trying to make something happen? So you said high interest women are hard to find. No, they're not. Let me break this down. Let me break this down though, so that you understand, you guys understand. So I'm telling you to make sure you fuck with the high interest women. This is what I try to teach you guys, because see, a lot of the stuff you see on the internet where it comes to picking up women and approaching women and talking to girls and attracting women, they're trying to teach you how to get medium interest women to fuck with you. You understand? Or even some low interest women to fuck with you. I think that's a complete fucking waste of time. Again, you can get this medium interest woman to fuck with you, but what I'm saying is your time is better spent on the high interest women. So now most guys will say, well, I can't find these high interest women. I even had a dude that hit me left a comment on one of my videos talking about, yo, Miss Locario, you're not realistic. You don't understand. Like, you know, most of these girls out here aren't gonna like you like that, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, listen, you got to understand that, and he's not. And this is the thing that you got to understand. He's not actually all the way false with that assertion, but to say that it's not gonna happen, you're kidding yourself. So this is what I mean. Let's say you have the average guy, whatever, right? If you have 100 women in a room, right? And I'm just simplifying this so you guys get a sort of picture. If you have 100 women in a room, 20 of them are going to have high interest in you. 30 of them may have medium interest in you, and 50 of them are going to have low interest in you. All right, I'm going to say it again. If there's 100 women in a room, 20 of them are going to have high interest, 30 are going to have medium interest, and 50 are going to have low interest. Right? I'm just saying for like the average type of dude, right? Now, the thing you would say is, but yeah, there's the least amount of women have the high interest in you, right? But that's still 20 women. You understand what I'm saying? So what you would need to do is, and this is why I say you got to play a numbers game, is that you have to find those 20 women. You understand what I'm saying? While you're out here interacting with the chicks. Now, based off of your level of game, the numbers can switch up a little bit. Meaning, let's say if you're just like terrible, you can't really, you're scared to talk to girls, you don't know how to keep a conversation going, your game is sort of weak, right? Or just in general, like you're just not that attractive of a guy overall, right? If there's 100 women in a room, right? You might have, let's say, 5 women who are high interest, right? Then you might have 10 women who are medium interest, and then you're gonna have 85 women who are low interest in you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if your game is really on point, are these niggas really not banging on my door right now? Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Shit. Oh my God, these niggas. Anyway, fucking UPS niggas, man. But anyway, so I was saying, so let's say if you have a guy who his game is on point, right? What's going to happen is, let's say there's 100 women, right? So maybe he might have 30 women who's high interest, right? And he might have 50 women who's medium interest. And then he may have, 20 women left who are low interest. You understand? But what I want you guys to understand is that the high interest women are always going to be the smaller of the group. You understand? The high interest is always going to be the smaller of the group, but what happens is that it's still enough women for you to get the high interest women. Now, why is the high interest women the smaller of the group? Right? The reason why is because off the bat, those women who have high interest, most of them, you're just already their type. So because it's a type, the type is going to be a smaller selection. You understand what I'm saying? And then you're going to have some women who have the medium interest. Again, you could get with these women. But usually with those women, it requires a tighter level of game. You feel what I'm saying? It requires a tighter level of game for it to work in your favor more times than not. And a lot of times the women who have low interest, is going to be hard for you to even fuck with them anyway because they have low interest. You understand? So that's what it is. But listen, let me take some calls real quick. You feel me? Hold on, let me put the number down and all that other shit. 646-481-3901. All right. So that's the call. That's the caller number. So he said, can you raise the low interest women's interest level? Yeah, well, again, I said it can go from low interest to probably medium interest, but you have to be very, like your game has to be on point. You understand what I'm saying? And the longer you stay with her, you could probably get it to high interest depending on the situation. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this? You.
Hello, Mr. Locario. It's Michael from London. How you doing?
What's going on? What's the deal?
Yeah, once again, good topic in terms of inconsistency. And thanks for being honest about dealing with women who have high interest instead of medium interest.
Right.
Because, like, I really don't know what people are doing telling men to, like, waste literally days, weeks, months, even in terms of dealing with medium interest women. Because realistically, like, as you said, they're a last option for you. I've had a medium interest girl recently. I was supposed to see her, and I just wanted to confirm the time, and she took about 5 hours to reply. But by then, I already scheduled to see someone else, so I just told her, look,
right,
like, you took hours to reply, so that tells me you're not really on it. So
right,
leave this one.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, like, her interest is now high. So now she keeps texting me now, but I'm not too sure. Is that just some sort of game playing?
So you said, say that again. You said that what happened?
So since I gave her that text, she's been texting me a lot more.
Oh, the one that you said, you took long to get back to me, so I fuck with somebody else.
Yeah, so I went out with someone else and I told her, look, I'm going out with someone else, so don't worry.
Right.
She's been showing much more interest ever since, but I don't know whether that's a ploy to get me to try get her out again, for her to like kind of get revenge.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. The part of it is that she's gotten more interested in you because she sees that you're in demand now. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the thing that guys got to understand is that your behavior can spark more interest in a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Who previously was sort of like, oh, you know, what, I don't really know. And then based off of, but also too, part of that too is just her own ego, because she almost wants to still get back in that situation with you so that she can feed her ego. Because right now it's almost like you rejected her. You see what I'm saying? So now she wants to get back in there so she doesn't feel rejected. But also it's still a thing where she, you know, is even probably more interested because you're showing behaviors of a guy who got shit going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I see that. Like, once again, like, for all you people that like good looking, or that think looks matter, like, I get approached a lot, and like whether it's online or on the street or whatever, but I still find that these girls, some of them, well, a lot of them play games still, which I don't really understand.
Well, yeah, that's so, what like, it is. A lot of them are gonna play games because, again, like I said, when they have the medium interest, you know, because like shout out to Alan Roger Curry. I think I remember he mentioned this. He was saying that women will put you in categories, and sometimes the woman doesn't know what category to put you in. So she's like, oh, am I gonna like date this guy, or am I gonna make him like my friend? You understand? So now she's not sure where she wants to put you. So therefore, her behavior is gonna be a behavior of a woman who's playing games. You see what I'm saying? So one minute she's gonna sort of act like she's interested in like doing something with you. The next minute she's gonna act like, oh yeah, let's just be friends, because she's not sure where she wants to place you yet. You see what I'm saying? And that's why she has that playing game type of energy. You see what I mean?
What does that even go for on Tinder? Because I get it on Tinder a lot. Like girls usually speak to me first, and then I try to set something up, and then there's like game playing, or they stop responding. Or
oh yeah. That's even on no matter what type of situation you're dealing with chicks. If they're playing games, it's medium interest. Period. You understand what I'm saying?
That's so weird. Like, so even if they approach you first.
Yes, yeah. Even if because you gotta understand, like, this is why I don't you know, I tell dudes don't get so hyped off of choosing signals, because you don't know what the chick is choosing you for. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it doesn't really matter at that point. The point is like you have to always test and fucking qualify chicks to see how interested they are in you. This is why I tell guys, you know, when you're dealing with a chick, get to the point fast when it comes to flirting and building sexual tension, because you want to see off the bat, is this girl interested in me sexually? Or is she just playing games? Is she just trying to use me for attention? You want to know that shit up front. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, alright. Lastly, you in terms of dealing with medium interest and low interest girls, would you just cut them off straight away? Or would you just wait around like to see if their interest changes?
No, well, this is the thing. Let's say if a chick has low interest, you cut her. I say cut her off immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if a chick has medium interest, it's tricky because one, what you want to do is, and this is what you want to do, you want to get to the point where you're only dealing with high interest women. Period. That's where you want to get to. You understand? So when you see a chick who's low interest, of course she's out of here, and a chick who's medium interest, you're like, I'm not even fucking with you like that, because my standard is only high interest women. You see what I'm saying? So, but now, what happens is that, let's say you know, if you want to, if you're at the point you're like, hey, well, she's showing medium interest, let me see if I can make it happen. With the medium interest woman, what you want to do is that you want to be able to still test her to see if she's gonna actually go in the direction you want her to go in. Because what you gotta understand is a medium interest woman, she is the type of girl, like I explained before, is a girl who's somewhat into you. meaning it's half and half, meaning it can go either way, meaning it can go in the direction of her wanting to keep things going, or it can go in the direction of her not wanting to make anything happen. You understand what I'm saying? So
for example, if I give a girl my number and I tell her to call me, even though she's approached me first, and then I don't hear from her, that's obviously low interest / medium interest.
Right, exactly. And then so what it is, like, let's say for example, the girl is talking to you, and then you give her the number or whatever, and let's say she does hit you up or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And then you're like, hey, let's hang out, and then y'all go and hang out. But as y'all are flirting and you trying to kiss her and do all this other shit, she's being very like standoffish, and she's backing away, and she's not really trying to get touchy-feely with you. That's medium interest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so,
I see that.
Right. And so the thing is that at that point is really, you really just want to charge it to the game. Now, let's say that same scenario, or let's say even it's a different scenario, we'll switch up just a little bit just to make the point. Let's say you see the girl, you approach her, right? And she's, she's like, she's talking to you, but she's kind of giving you a little bit of shit. And then you say, hey, let me get your number. She gives you the number, right? And let's say you hit her up or whatever, and she's like, oh, I'm not really sure if I want to like go today because of whatever. And you'd be like, all right, cool. Listen, holla at me when you ready to make something happen. You understand? And then because you just sort of cut it off and you don't call her, you just stop calling her. So a few days go by, she starts thinking about you. She's like, oh, what happened to that guy? So then she hits you back up, right? And then she's like, hey, what you doing this weekend? You're like, oh, I'm kind of busy, but maybe we can see each other, I don't know, next week or whatever. And she's like, all right, cool. So then she hits you up again, and then now she sees you, and now y'all end up like fucking or whatever. So her interest got higher as time went on because you weren't really sweating her, you weren't really engaging with her like that. You understand what I'm saying? So you turned the medium interest girl into a high interest shit.
Like, that happened to me, but instead of taking weeks, this shit took like 7 months.
Oh my god, that's what I'm saying. It's too much. Yeah. And see, to me, all of that shit is too much time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My thing is, fuck all those other chicks. I'm in the party and I want to find the 20 chicks who's cooperating, the 20 women who's high interest. Because when the chick is high interest, this shit is too easy. You understand?
Yeah.
So all I do is when I approach a girl and I interact with her, I just screen her fast. So I'm like, okay, she's showing low interest. Get the fuck out of here. I'm good. I'm out. I'm not even like wasting too much time. Or I get, I get a chick's number. I text her the next day. If she don't respond to my text, done. I'm not even hitting her back up. Nothing. She's over. Because a lot of dudes, they'll say, well, she didn't hit me back, so let me wait another 3 days. Or let me wait. No, she's done. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the point where you want to get to. You want to get to the point where you're only dealing with the high interest woman, period. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. All right, thanks for that, Mr. Locario. Have a good night, yeah?
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you guys, you got to get to that point where it's like exactly, just use a high interest or nothing. You see what I'm saying? High interest to nothing. Because also what happens is when your standard is up like that, you get a taste for that. To the point where you almost can't even go back to the bullshit. You understand? Because you get used to a certain level of treatment from women. You understand? And so therefore you condition yourself to only deal with those high interests. It's almost like if you was making only $30,000 a year, right? For like 5 years, and then all of a sudden you started making $100,000 and $150,000 for the next 5-6 years, you ain't gonna go back to 30,000. You're like, my standard is $100K or better. You feel what I mean? Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, yo, this is Jay from Tampa.
What's going on, bruh?
Hey, what's good, man?
Chilling.
I just got a question for you. Okay. So since we're on this topic, like last night I was on a date with a chick from Tinder.
Right.
And she's allowing me to touch her and everything. I could tell she had a lot of high interest, but at the end of the date, when I went in for the kiss, she was like, nah, I don't do that on the first date.
Yeah, that's medium interest.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. High interest is all the way basically, look, high interest is this where it's almost like the woman. It's almost like the woman is saying, "You own me. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, when you want to do it, we doing it." You understand? Period. So if there's any deviation from that, that's not high interest. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're doing all that stuff, as soon as she's talking about, oh, I don't. As soon as she says I don't or I'm not or I, that's not high interest. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the more she's willing to basically submit, like I have on the t-shirt, submissive women are sexy, the more that she's willing to submit and to do what she needs to do, that is going to show you how high of an interest she has. This is why I laugh at dudes when they say, yo, if I go on a date with a first date with a girl and she wants to fuck, that means she's a whore or slut. I'm like, no, nigga, that means she has high interest. If the chick don't want to fuck you on the first date, that's medium interest. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that is.
All right, another issue I've been having though, like I go on dates with these chicks and they be like, oh my God, you're too perfect. Like that's what they keep saying to me. Mm-hmm. And like I don't hit them up the next day, but they blow up my phone. Mm-hmm. So then when I try to set up something to have them come through or go through, it's always like, nah, I don't do that. It's too soon.
Oh, of course, because see, this is what I was talking about on my other video I did, I think yesterday, where I said that women are gonna make up a story in their mind about who you are. So when a woman says you're so perfect, what she's doing is she's projecting her fantasy of the perfect guy on you. So if you are the perfect guy for her, what do you think she's gonna do? She's gonna say, oh, I can't fuck him now, because if I fuck him, he's not gonna want to be my boyfriend. Why? Because guys say if they fuck a girl on the first date, she's not. That's y'all fault. That's all y'all fault for talking that dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? So women are like,
I don't be talking that though, man. I don't.
No, but that's what men do. Period. This is why, because dudes always talk about body count and all that other dumb shit. This is why niggas have a hard time getting pussy. So what I'm saying is that's why. And so because she sees you as boyfriend material, she's like, I'm not gonna fuck him now. You feel what I'm saying? And in her mind, she's projected that you're the perfect guy for her. This is what she's doing. So a lot of times though, and so when you're on these dates or in these situations, are you being extremely sexual with them or trying to get sexual with them?
I am. I mean, let's say I go on like about 5 days a week just from online dating, right? And every date, I get like the first 10 minutes, I start getting sexual just because like I don't want to waste my time. I mean, there was even this one time this chick, like I was literally like touching like her pussy on the date, and like at the end of the date she wouldn't kiss me. Like it's I don't know, it's weird.
Right, that's I'm telling you, that's so what happens is, because usually what'll happen is this, that sometimes if you don't increase the sexual tension, they'll look at you and put you in the boyfriend category, like, okay, cool, he's chilling, I like him, I'm gonna keep him there. But sometimes women have you in that category already. So no matter what you do, she's gonna look at you that way. So she'll let you touch her, she'll let you flirt with her, whatever. But again, the interest is medium. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why she's not going above and beyond to actually make it happen. Because this is the thing. What the woman needs, or what I should say, what makes it high interest is that her desire for you is so strong that nothing else matters but being with you however you want to be with her. So basically, and she doesn't want to fuck anything up to lose you. So if you're dealing with a chick and she, let's say for example, she's like, you touching her pussy, doing all this other stuff, and she's like, oh no, I can't do it tonight. What she's basically saying is that her desire for it to be with you sexually isn't as strong as her other desire to do whatever other plan she had with you. You understand what I'm saying? Which is to try to like string you along, make her, hopefully you'll be her boyfriend or whatever the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? But
so,
if her
how can I change that then? Because like these chicks are literally blowing up my phone, like the next day, and like I charge them because I listen to what you say about just charging them if like they don't kiss you on the first date or if they're not trying to.
Right.
If they're not with it. So how can I like change that first impression that they have of me to where it's like, okay, I don't see him as this perfect guy that I can make my boyfriend.
Well, the thing is, it's not anything you have to change except for the chick. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. You can't. Everything you're doing is exactly what you should be doing. You're just doing it with the wrong chick. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of them, what's happening is that that specific girl or whatever isn't the girl who is going to be receptive to you by you being sexual with her. But there's going to be another girl who has high interest in you that's going to be receptive. So you got to find that high interest girl. So it's not about, because you're doing that's why I was asking you, like, what are you actually doing? You're doing everything correct. You're just doing the correct thing with the wrong chick. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
That's all it is. You just got to find another, and that's why I tell dudes to charge them quickly, because what most dudes will do, they'll try to keep working on those girls, and it's like you're wasting time. Keep it moving with her. Charge us to the game. Find another chick who has high interest. That's all it is. You see what I mean?
Right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right. I got it.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, man. Peace. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. What up, Queez? You said you need the shirt. You get the shirt. Click the link below. Submissive women are sexy, and that's the thing. The high interest women are going to be submissive. You understand? What up, Kelly Moore? I've been live since 3:30. Man. But yeah, that's the thing, guys. The high interest women, they're the ones who will follow you off of a cliff. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Those are the ones you want. All that other extra shit, because a lot of dudes, they're looking for tricks and gimmicks and all this other stuff, right? All you need to do is find a high interest chicks and maintain that situation. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? It's really not more complicated than that. You said, how long you got to smash a chick on Tinder? What do you mean? You said, what about women with mixed signals? Mixed signals is medium interest or low interest. Women who have high interest don't give mixed signals. Understand this, because see, guys, I think y'all get it confused where, like even the last call, he's like, hey, the girl's letting me do all of this stuff, but she stops me. When she stops you, that means that the interest is medium. If the interest is high, she would not stop you. Anything that's stop, no, don't, I don't want, that's medium to low interest. High interest is a consistent cooperation. You understand? Consistent. And unfortunately, a lot of guys haven't experienced high interest women because they're spending so much time on the medium interest women or the low interest women. You're spending so much time trying to, like, oh, well, I text her today. Let me wait a week and then text her again. And you text her again and she don't hit you back. And you're like, well, let me wait 2 more weeks and act like I'm busy. And then let me, post this thing on Instagram and hopefully she'll see it. Like, no, bro, she's not interested in you like that. Stop wasting time on her and find the woman who has the high interest. Talk to more women. That's the problem. Dudes are not talking to enough women. They talk to a few women. They find the first girl who's showing them any type of interest, and then they latch on to her. They're not testing her to see her level of interest. When you test her to see her level of interest, that will give you the indicator of whether you should charge it to the game or not. You feel what I'm saying? You said if she puts you on boyfriend material, is that high interest? No, that's medium interest. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, let me see what this is. Yo, what's poppin'?
Yo, what's good? Locario.
What's going on, bro?
Shit, man. You real with that high interest shit, man. These niggas don't know what they doing, man. Yo, if the chick is showing you signs early, like I'm cutting it right off. Like, you know what I mean? If I come up, like I'm saying, I'm getting the feel for these women. If I say hi to her, and that shit, that vibe is like, I ain't feeling it and it's low, you know what I mean? She give me a dirty look, I'm fucking done talking to her. I'm gonna find the one that that she's giving me a better energy and shit when I say hi to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where I can go to her and be like, okay, what's up? And then I can try to make that, make the interaction more sexual now because she's showing me high interest with the way she's talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Because you know what it is. A lot of guys they interact with women with their ego. So what they'll do is they'll be like, well, I'm because I had somebody even email me or made a comment about this, and I'm like, no, this is not the situation. He's like, well, isn't the game about trying to get women who aren't interested to be interested in you? I'm like, no, that's not what it is. It's about finding the woman who's going to cooperate with you. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
That's why I only fuck with you because like I was listening a lot to Todd Valentine and shit. You know what I mean? He was doing a lot of intel shit and all that. That's a bunch of bullshit. Now I was going to explain about that. And he was, you know what I mean? And he was like all this building rapport and shit. And I was trying to do that with the indirect approach. And that's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm going to be direct with her and I'm saying I want to fuck her and she ain't trying to fuck right then and there, it's over. I want the chicks that want to fuck me as much as I want to fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I got another question too. So, like, I work in the gym, right? You know what I'm saying? I work overnight and shit. Like, how do I, cause I be saying some shit, man, I'm telling you. I be saying some shit that comes in. Like, how do I get at the chick at the gym without making it seem awkward and shit? You know what I mean? Or trying to lose my job.
So, wait, you work there?
Yeah, I work at a gym, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the thing, though. I work by myself. I work by myself, too. I work overnight.
Right. So you trying to say how do you holler at the... You trying to say how you holler at the customers, like the female gym customers?
Yeah, the members, right.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, well, it's the thing, man. You got to tread very lightly. I wouldn't even suggest it, but you got to tread very lightly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's... Because one wrong thing and you're done. You understand what I'm saying? Or one misinterpreted thing, you're done. You feel what I'm saying? Because, the thing I would say, really the way to do it, though, if you're really trying to make it happen, is that you got to move slow. You understand?
Right.
And so what I mean is, because I used to work in the gym, and I used to do the same shit. I used to work, till closing and all that other shit. And there were, chicks that would come in. I say what up to them, just talk to them or whatever. And it needs to be where you're, like, for example, what you would do is, you see the chick, let's say her name is Amy. You're like, oh, Amy, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. You just see her every day, say hi, whatever. And, as she's coming in, you start talking to her a little bit more, asking her questions. How was your weekend? What you been up to? Blah, blah, blah. Right? So you find out some information. She's like, oh, yeah, I was out, with my sister, and we went here, whatever. And then next day you see her, hey, Amy, what's up? Or next week you see her, hey, what's up? And you'd be like, oh, how's your sister doing? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you got to move super slow, because what it is that you got to make sure that Amy sees you as just like a cool dude, like she knows you, like y'all cool. You understand? Then once y'all look cool, then you say, hey, are you on Instagram or something? You know what I'm saying? Or Facebook, like, and then you exchange Facebook shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then once you're on Facebook or Instagram, then that's when you could be like, hit her up in the DM or whatever and be like, yo, hey, I'm at this spot, or I'm about to go to this event. What are you up to this weekend? You should come through. I'm bringing some people, whatever. Just keep the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of this shit is got to be slow because of the environment and the situation you're in. You see what I'm saying? Right. So, because I thought you were saying I thought you were saying you go into the gym. I didn't know you worked there. Because if you work, that's what I'm saying. The fact that you work there is a whole nother fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I work there and I work out there too. So like, and the thing about it is, I told you about myself. So I get the full independent interaction with these females. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they come in. That's the biggest pro to working by myself.
Right. But I would say don't do it there though. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I got this one chick that comes in. She's so fucking consistent. And I'm thinking, like, yo, if she's so consistent with coming into the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you think she's going to be if we trying to be fuck buddies and shit? She might be the same way. So I kind of been, like, getting a feel for her off that shit. And she, you know what I mean? She always gives me high energy, comes in.
Right, that's another thing. You gotta think about that, too, because if you start fucking around with this chick, and then, she, you know what I'm saying? She comes to the gym, and then it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, that's the crazy thing about it, because I kind of fucked up in the way where this chick was coming to the gym, you know what I'm saying, and fucking around with her, but I was taking too long to be direct because I was a little scared. But she was already giving me vibes that she already was into me. But you know what I mean? She was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? What do you think? I'm a virgin and this and that. Like she was just saying all that sexual shit as we were talking and shit. And I was trying to hit her up like, yo, what's up? You know? And she like, what's your Instagram? I'm like, all right, boom. She added me on Instagram and shit. And then it was the next day. She texted me like, oh, are you at the gym right now? I'm like, oh shit. I already knew she was going to text me the next day. I already had the confidence that she was going to do that shit on Instagram. I'm like, nah, I don't come in until 12. You know what I mean? She was like, oh, I'm there right now. And it's now like, all right. So just I gave her my number and we exchanged numbers and shit. And we were texting back and forth. So what I was doing, I listened to a lot of your videos. I play them back and shit. I'm like, you know what? We texting back and forth. Like, oh, what's up? What you up to? Like, you know what I mean? Come tomorrow. I work at around 11.
Right.
And this now, I was like, you know what? I'm about to hop in the shower. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. And she didn't say shit back. So I'm like, oh shit. This chick want attention over text. I'm like, I'm not giving her that shit.
But didn't you? But so you didn't set a time for y'all to meet up though?
Nah, well, I told you, she come to the gym too. I kind of did. I was like, I thought she was going to come through to the gym tomorrow and shit. We was going to talk. And then I was going to set a time to meet up and shit.
Now you got it. Look, if you're going to do this, let me say, if you're going to do shit like that, it's like you got to get them away from the job. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, that's the goal. You're
right.
You're right.
And then so if you meet them outside somewhere, you get them away from the job and all this other shit. Then while you, let's say for example, that chick, you say, yo, you know, what you doing Friday, whatever. She's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, yo, let's go, you know, to this place, whatever it is. Then when you're at the place with her, hanging out with her, that's when you start interacting with her, letting her know, and then you let her know, like, listen, I'm trying to do this thing, but, you know, just want to make sure you cool because I work at the spot. You know, like, just you got to let her know what it is. And if she's cool with it, then y'all do what you got to do. But it's like, it's up to you to move it in that direction. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, like I told you, I already had fucking mentioned because she was on some bullshit, you know, take it forever to text back. And she always like, yo, I'm like, I'm trying to fuck the shit out of you or some shit. I kinda didn't say that shit. She goes, are you bold or drunk? I'm like, I'm definitely not drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know what the deal is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she goes, oh, LOL, we'll see. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if you're not trying to fuck, then it's over. I'm not playing these games.
But you gotta be more. You have to orchestrate the situation better. That's what I'm telling you. That's why shit ain't really going where it needs to go because you have to do double work. You have to fucking try to get her to follow what you're saying, and also you gotta let her know how she gotta act when y'all fucking around. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, because she already ain't compliant to my standards and my program, so it's like, fuck. I kind of want to cut the chick off and shit in a way where I kind of did. And she hits me back, like she texted me on some bullshit talking about, oh, I haven't been going to the gym because I've been going through shit and this and that. That's why I've been going to a different gym. I'm like, that's bullshit. You ain't been going to our gym because you don't want to fucking see me and deal with me because you've been on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't say that to her. I hope you ain't say that to her.
No.
That's what you're thinking,
no.
okay.
I'm thinking that shit, no.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, but yeah, but long story short, bro, if you trying to, I suggest you not fuck with these chicks at your gym, but if you trying to do it, remember, you got to do that shit slow and get them from off of that situation to a neutral situation that's not that. You feel what I'm saying? And you should be fine. You feel me?
Right, man. That's it. That's the whole fact, man.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. All right.
I appreciate you, man. You spitting these games.
All right, man. Appreciate it. My bad. I think I cut him off too quick. But who's in the chat room? Locker room in the chat room was popping. Nick was popping. West Hart was good. Man. But yeah, man. But you got to be careful with them at your job, though. You got to be careful. Locker room, I'm about to block you if you talking that stupid shit. Like, I'm serious. Don't talk that dumb shit. I'm gonna block you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to block you. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
What's good, Locario? Yeah, bro.
What's poppin', bro?
Not much, chilling. I just had a quick question for you.
What's good?
So I got dressed, right? And I went to go get my hair done by this girl. My man that showed me to her and shit. I see her on Instagram, hit her up, boom. Scheduled a day to get my hair done. I get over there, right? And then, so she looked good or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm laying on her while I'm getting my hair done. I'm starting to talk to her, build a sexual tension and all that stuff. And we end up kissing and making out, and you know, so I try to finger her and stuff, and she not down with it because her sister downstairs, which I understand. Now, after she finished my hair, she got us a little blunt, whatever. We smoked. She kept kissing me. We laying up on each other, laid up on the couch and stuff, and we stayed like that for the rest of the night. Now, next day, I hit her up on Instagram. Mind you, I didn't fuck because she didn't want to fuck because there was so many people in her house or whatever like that. Next day, I hit her up on Instagram. I didn't even try to hang out. I just said, yo, what's up? What's your number? Let's try to FaceTime or something. You know what I'm saying? Just talk or whatever. And I get no response. And I'm just wondering, if we're talking about high interest women, like everything she did was high interest. I feel like we kissed, we made out. Like I said, we built the sexual tension. She was talking to me, feeling me. She's even saying stuff in the future like, yo, if we go out for my birthday and we do this and that, if we out, I'm gonna do this and that, like already planning stuff. You feel me? So I don't understand if she's just being a woman and just, you know what I'm saying, in the moment she felt whatever she felt and that was just that, or you know, so where should I go from here? Do I even, next time I see her, do I still go at it again? Because I got to go back and get my hair done in, you know, in a few weeks. So I approach it.
Well, the thing is, if you want to, you can. I'm just telling you that she has medium interest. You feel what I'm saying? Again, high interest is consistent cooperation. You understand what I'm saying? All across the board. No exceptions. You understand? That's
so
high interest.
It's not done.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead. So it's like nothing I've done really to.
Right. It's just she has medium interest. See, what you got to understand is there's a lot of reasons why women may not, you know, do a certain thing. So you were saying like, hey, we were kissing, we were doing all this other stuff, but then, you know, you were saying that. What were you saying? You were saying that she sort of fronted on you. She didn't really respond to your DM or whatever.
Right, on the next day. She didn't even, and I know she's seen it, you know what I mean, but I don't know. It's just, even if it was medium interest, you would think just out there kissing and all that stuff and almost fucking, and I feel like we would have fucked if there was nobody home.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that whatever is stopping her from doing it is more, it's more powerful than her desire for you. You understand?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is, let's say, for example, she wanted to smash. But let's say she has an ex-boyfriend she going back and forth with on the phone for the past week, or let's say she's nervous that if she smash, she's gonna, you know, not want to fuck with her after that. Whatever the fuck it is. Her fear, and I'll talk about this before, her fear is stronger than her desire. Her desire has to be stronger than her fear. So when a woman has high interest in you, that means her desire is stronger than her fear. So, for example, let's say if I'm talking to a girl, she has high interest in me. She may be scared that I'm never going to call her after I fuck her. But she desires me so much that she's like, fuck it, I'm going to just fuck him anyway. You understand what I'm saying? If she has medium interest, she's going to say, no, I don't think we should have sex. You understand? That's what I'm talking about. Where when a woman has high interest, it's like, it's almost like, I don't want to, it sounds funny saying this, but it's almost like you own her. You understand what I mean? So she'll do anything you say, basically. She'll make it happen with you, period. You understand what I'm saying? Like, within reason. She's not going to go and, like, fucking shoot up a whole school for you or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to comply with your request and do the things you want to do because she wants you that bad. You understand? She wants to fuck with you that much. You understand?
Okay, I got you.
That's what it is. You see what I mean?
All right, one more thing before I go. One more question. Do you think it matters at all to change how vulgar you talk when you're around women? Cause like I'm the type of nigga where like I'm gonna say bitches, I'm gonna say pussy, I'm gonna say titties, ass, dick, whatever the fuck come out my mouth, and that's just who I am. And I don't change that for nobody. So I mean, do you think in certain situations you don't need to be as vulgar, like a date? I don't know, first date. I don't know.
You saying that should you be vulgar?
Yeah, I mean, be myself, I guess. But the way I am is just very, like, I talk, you know what I'm saying, fuck this, bitches, and I say bitches, and, you know, some women may think that's offensive and shit, but...
No, you can talk however you want to talk. Talk however you want to talk. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you do, that's how you do. Talk however you want to talk.
All right, okay. All right, Locario. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, man. I'm going to holler at you, man. Peace. Later.
All right, bro. Be safe.
Peace. Man, I think I see my dude Miles calling up. Yo, what's poppin', bro?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yep, chillin', nigga. Happy Friday.
All right, what's good, bro? What's the deal?
Yo, I've been trying to give these fuck niggas a break. You feel me?
Right.
But what's good though? You talking about female interest and all that?
Yeah, we talking about chicks who have high interest, medium interest, and low interest. And he's basically saying that the high interest is consistent cooperation, and the medium interest is chicks that sort of wishy-washy, and the low interest is chicks who's just using you for attention and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I was feeling what you were saying. But
What the hell? What happened? Phone cut off. What's going on? Wait, hold on. His phone just cut off. Like, shit. That's crazy. Hold on. Yo, what happened? Your phone just cut off.
I don't know, bro. I have no idea. That shit just cut the fuck off.
Right.
I think the YouTube people trying to tell us something. But anyway.
Right.
Now I was saying what the shit with the dude. When he had a bitch and they were kissing and then he didn't get no contact the next day.
Right.
Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me last week on Tinder.
Right.
Over Tinder, I had a date. She wore. You know, my thing is I have them wear a dress. She wore the dress. And we was like, you know, feeling up, kissing. We even did like a little slow dance. I was playing some R&B music and shit. We was sipping wine, all that shit. And I was trying to get her to the bedroom, and it just didn't happen, bro. It just didn't happen.
Right.
I don't know. And there's a couple of things I can say. She's a weed head. Like, she likes smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you know substances alter your mind. So maybe she was more interested in being and staying high than fucking. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But then she said something. She said something to me that like that I found to be like a little telling. She said you're really smooth.
Right.
And this was after I was trying to like get her to the bedroom. And I think like sometimes bitches like I even had this while I was fucking a bitch. Like I was telling her to crawl on all fours, and she was like, "Nah, I'm not that stigmatized." And then I said, all right, then just deep throat his dick. And then she deep throated the dick. But the point I'm trying to make it is chicks like, they have, because they think so much about all of the shit that's going on, they'll like overthink your message. And if they think you have too much game, then they'll be resistant just for the sake of being resistant.
Right,
you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like that thing, the girl who I'm telling, like we was both butt naked, and I was trying to get her to do some freaky shit just to like, just to like spice up the shit. So I told her to, mind you, like we was already like fucking and sucking and all that shit, and I was telling her to crawl on all, like go over to the other side of the room and crawl on all fours over to me. And the bitch was like, nah, like I ain't gonna do, like you do all the other disgusting shit that you did earlier, but you gonna do that?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And then it's the same thing with this chick. Like, I told her to wear a dress, she wore a dress. I told her what time to be there, she came on time. Like, she didn't, I told her we was just having drinks, she didn't push no issues. Like, she was super cooperative the whole fucking time. Until I tried to get her into the room. And then it was like, and she didn't, and it wasn't like like, ew, like, what are you talking about?
Mm.
And she even said, like, I'm not, you know, it's not that I don't think I would want to get in there, maybe another day or another time, but I'm just not ready right now.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's that medium interest right there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe she's more interested in smoking, or maybe she's more interested in feeling a certain vibe, or you understand? Like, and then, but like I said, the thing she said to me though was, she was like, you're really smooth though. I give you that. You're really smooth. So she was like looking at my whole setup. You understand what I'm saying? She was looking at the way, like, maybe she was thinking to herself, man, why did he have me wear this dress? And why did he do this? And, he was just feeling me up and tonguing me down just now, and I wasn't even expecting all of that. And like, some chicks will realize that you're running the show, and instead of being a submissive female like they're supposed to be, they'll be on some shit like, I'm not gonna give him everything he wants.
Right, exactly.
You got some of these chicks that they just on some shit like, oh well, he gonna have to work for it, or whatever.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And those chicks, those are those chicks I'm talking about in the example. Both of them chicks been charged to the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because the thing with me is, it's like, you know how they tell you when you shaving, you gotta shave with the grain.
Right.
And if you shave against the grain, you get razor bumps. I don't like razor bumps. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like when a bitch say no to something, or act like she's being, like, contrary or combative about some simple shit.
Right.
That's a razor bump. Bitch is charged. Like,
exactly.
It's done. Like, I don't have time. Like, it's too many bitches out here. I'm getting too many matches on Tinder. It's too many bitches for me to go cold approach. It's too much shit going on for me to, like, waste time with you telling me no to anything.
Right.
I mean, as long as I'm not telling you to fucking slit your wrist or something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be telling me no. Like, I don't understand how you slapping my cock, but if I tell you to crawl on all fours just to be sexy, you telling me no. And she even said, well, I'm not that digmatized. I'm not going to be doing that. Like how you protesting and you've been lost. Like, you're done. Like,
right.
Like my dick
it's
already
crazy, man, because
like, how would you still protesting?
it's crazy because, like, what I've noticed too, and this is the funny part sometimes, is like when I talk to a chick, let's say I'm chilling with a chick, and let's say she's showing characteristics of having medium interest in me. You feel what I'm saying? And what'll happen is, it's almost like, because I'll talk to the girl and I'll have her open up to me to tell me some other shit she's done in her life or whatever. So, like, for example, I was with this one chick and we was flirting or whatever and all this other stuff, kissing a little bit. And this is the first time I met her, right? So we got into the conversation of one night stands, right?
Right.
So then she basically told me about like 2 or 3 different occasions and she had a one night stand, right? So obviously I'm trying to get the one night stand too, right?
Exactly.
So then you see what I'm saying? So now she not trying to fuck me. So of course, what's the next step? I'm never calling you again. I'm not fucking with you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you basically told me right there that you have medium interest or low interest in me. You see what I'm saying? Right. So you see what I mean? Because I'm like, if you were able to fuck these other dudes just like that, right? That's showing you had the high interest in them to fuck them just like that. But then when it comes to me, and I'm like this, it's funny how she didn't even, I don't even think she realized what she was doing or saying. But I'm like, you just told on yourself. You just basically showed me that I shouldn't fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
and that's the thing that dudes gotta realize. Because I've been mulling around this thought in my head right now. All right, the other day, I might do a YouTube video about it and explain it more. But the other day, I was at this wedding expo, and I met a bride. You know, she said she was getting married, and so I was talking to her, and she's like, "Oh well, we don't know the date yet because my husband is deployed." You understand?
Right.
Now, me being the game having nigga that I am, you know, said, let's forget all this wedding stuff. I said, how are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm doing fine. I'm all right. We're just here at the expo. And I stopped. I stopped her and I took her. I grabbed her by both of her hands and I looked her in her eye. And I said, no. How are you doing?
Right.
How are you feeling dealing with the fact that your man is deployed?
Right.
Yo, Shorty started crying right then and there.
Wow.
And I said, can I give you a hug? My nigga, if I had a little bit more time, I could have fucked that bitch, bro. You understand? I could have fucked that bitch. No disrespect to any of our troops or nothing like that. But the point I'm trying to make is, guys gotta think of themselves like they're in the military. You understand? Like you're in the army of men. The reason why I say this is because notice when a bitch is with a army dude, right, or a Marine guy, whatever, and he has to get deployed, she follows his program because she signed up for it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And she don't have a problem with supporting his cause and his purpose. You understand?
Right.
And even though she's sad, she's crying in the arms of some strange nigga like me.
Right.
She's still in support of her man. And I'm saying, and these chicks out here, you tell them some simple shit like wear a dress, and they want to question you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel like, again, no disrespect to our troops, because what they do is important. But I feel like men should have that mentality where it's like, yo, I want a serious like purpose and mission with my life, and you gotta be down with that shit.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So if I tell you, you have some of these cats who they got a rotation or they got a roster, right? Bitch, if you down with fucking with me, then you have to be down with being a part of my roster. There's no fucking nagging me to dump my other bitches or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's why I be trying to tell these niggas that Locario's the truth. Locario has a wife, has a girl, and still fuck with other bitches.
Right.
And he got all of them in line. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Meanwhile, y'all niggas is worried about a chick, not paying attention to your DM. Like, the point I'm trying to make is you're wasting time fucking with bitches that's not for you.
Exactly.
Just because you're attracted to them. Like I always tell niggas, I'm cool with the title because it's a good thing to explore. But the real deal and the bottom line truth of it all is it don't really fucking matter what these bitches is interested in. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what matters is what you're interested in, and then you fuck with the bitches that fall in line with that shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. And because dudes be looking at other niggas wondering, damn, how did he get his girl to do that? And how did he get his girl to do that? That nigga set his rules from the beginning.
Right.
You understand? And he probably, he's not gonna necessarily tell you this, but he probably hollered at 200 bitches to find that one bitch.
Exactly.
That was willing to do exactly what the fuck he said the bitch to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But nobody don't want to do that.
I get it.
They don't want to do that.
I get it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that the problem is dudes don't want to have to go and holler at the chicks. They'd rather holler at this one girl. She has low interest, and they keep trying to fuck with that girl. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like wasting time.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, like anything, like because even when I tell a bitch to wear a dress, like there's so many reasons why I tell a bitch to wear a dress. But you gotta understand, it's like being a director of your own. Like your life is your movie, bro. You're the main character in your movie, in your life. You understand? Like just like how they have auditions to find the best female leading role. It's the same way you gotta audition these bitches. And if they're not right, they're not right. You understand what I'm saying? If they're not right, they're not right. Just because they're beautiful don't mean they're right for the part.
Right.
A lot of us get lost and fucked up in that shit. Like, yo, shorty's so cute, shorty's so bad. Yo, if she's not ready to play the part, it doesn't matter how pretty she is.
Exactly.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Exactly. Bro, you know how many fucking chicks that I had to charge to the game, and they was bad as shit. You understand what I'm saying? And there was some chicks I didn't even fuck yet, and I still had to charge them. You understand what I'm saying?
You gotta charge him.
You gotta charge them. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like see, this is actually the real problem though. That dudes only want, because what I'm about to say is gonna hurt niggas in their heart. This is what it really is about. Most dudes, truthfully, and it's sad to say, most guys actually don't believe there are women out there who would be interested in them to where they have high interest. You understand? Most guys don't believe they can find women who have a high interest in them. You see what I mean? Which is why they put up with the women who have medium to low interest. You see what I'm saying? Which is why they try to make it work. They're like, oh, well, let me call her again. Let me try this, or let me do that, or, oh, how come she didn't return? Like, you're worried about all this because you're in lack, you're in scarcity. You think that you think generally women don't like you anyway, right? And so you're just happy to get any girl giving you attention. And so the girl who's giving you attention is probably a girl who has medium to low interest, and then you end up playing games with her, and then you get mad at her later on when she don't want to fuck with you, and then now you want to be MGTOW. You feel what I'm saying? So this is like, it's just stupid.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, see, the thing that the thing that we must understand, is our individuality is very important, right? Because it just through nature, right? Just through nature and spirituality or whatever you want to call it, our individuality separates us from everybody else, and there's only a certain amount of things that's for us. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're only gonna wear a certain amount of clothes in our lifetime. We're only gonna eat a certain amount of food in our lifetime. Like, some of us are allergic to certain foods. Some of us, our favorite foods is this, and that's what we eat predominantly. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, these things set us apart from other people. And so the point I'm trying to make is that there's gonna be, they tell you there's a whole lot of fish in the sea.
Right.
But you only gonna catch a certain amount in your lifetime.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You're only gonna catch a certain amount in your lifetime. So that's why you gotta be, strategic about how you do your thing. Like, see, the thing that niggas don't understand, right, is that a dating coach doesn't give you shortcuts.
Right.
He gives you the tools that you need to fucking get the job done in the long term, because it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
Facts.
Like, there's no way that like, Mr. Locario has fucked a lot of bitches. I fucked a lot of bitches, and neither of us is gonna fuck all the bitches we want to fuck in this lifetime, bro.
Exactly. Right.
You understand? So that's why it fucks me up when niggas get stuck on one bitch. Like, oh my God, like that one bitch at my gym, or oh my God, that one girl at my class, like, bro, or that one girl at my job, or that one girl that comes into the same diner at lunchtime. Like, bro, you gotta fuck with a lot. A lot. You understand? Because it's, with the way technology is today and all the shit that we're dealing with, a lot of niggas get fooled by the physical and how a bitch looks, bro. Like, it's really sad.
Right.
It's really fucking sad. Like, there's a couple bitches on my Facebook. I be wanting to say shit to them, but it's like, it doesn't make sense, because they're like lost anyway. But you can always tell when they're not in a relationship.
Right.
You understand? These bitches be advertising, right? But the reason why I say this is because if you was a quality bitch, you wouldn't need to be in and out of a relationship and advertising on Facebook. A nigga would have fucking put a kid in you and married you already. You understand? But you're not a quality bitch. You understand? Like, 99% of the bitches that you see on Instagram, like, showing their ass, all those models and whatever, all that shit, they're not quality bitches.
Right. That's true.
They're not.
That's true.
They look great, and you want to fuck them, obviously, and they look fine and shit, but they're not quality folk, bro. And the reason why, and it's not even their fault. It's just the way the world is that when people rely on their looks, the rest of their personality doesn't get to develop. You understand?
Right.
The rest of the person who they are don't get to develop. Why the fuck you think ugly bitches and fat bitches are such nice people?
Right. It's true. That's true. That's
like,
true.
They're awesome fucking people. Why? Because they had to create other strengths.
Right. Or
in
they
the
be
person that
funny
they
as
are.
shit. They be funny
You know
as hell
what I'm saying?
too. You know what I'm saying? They'll
Say
be
again?
funny as hell. Now I'm saying, like, if you have like a ugly chick or a fat chick, she'll have a funny ass personality. Like, she'll be comedic, charismatic, fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, and they're still women, so they still fuck up too. But I'm just trying to make the point that there has to be a balance. That's why when a lot of niggas that you see getting married these days, they getting married to like 6, 7s, and 8. You understand?
Right.
Because those are bitches that you can actually stand to be around for a while. You understand what I'm saying? Like look, everybody go look at this shit. The Dwayne The Rock Johnson just got married.
Right.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson could have any fucking female he wants in this world. And go look at the bitch he just fucking married, bro.
Right.
Go look at the bitch he decided to marry. Now, she's not ugly by any means. But based on the type of bitches that I know The Rock Dwayne Johnson could get, she's like passable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's just barely fucking passable, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. The Rock knows this. And
Right.
he knows that half of these quote-unquote attractive bitches that he could go fuck, they're not a quality female, so he has to fucking... And this, what I'm saying, is probably a whole nother fucking, like, topic.
No, but that's deep, though. That's deep what you're saying, because that's guys who don't understand the game, they just be like, oh, you know, how she look? Is she a dime? This and that. Like, niggas be getting all hype about that shit. I'm like, that ain't really what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a chick could look good, but ain't worth shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so, like you said, The Rock knows. He's like, listen, I'm a fucking multi-millionaire superstar, and if I'm gonna be with a woman for real, you understand? If I'm gonna actually have a woman on my team, she gotta be on point overall. Like, with, you know what I'm saying? So with everything. So that's why, because I even say, like, with my wife, my wife's cute, but she's not like, you know, like a freaking supermodel, you know what I'm saying? But I've banged supermodel type chicks and never caught them again because there was, you know what I'm saying? There was nothing there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But my wife, you know, she helped me get this paper. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
Yo, let me tell you. All right, one more example. When I went to Brazil, son, I went to Brazil twice, right? The baddest bitch I ever fucked in Brazil was the worst at her job. And the wackest bitch I ever fucked in Brazil was the best at her job.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
Son, because let me tell you something about these hot bitches. They will straight up lay there on some. Well, I'm cute, so you should be able to bust a nut off the fact that I'm cute,
right?
Or that I'm pretty. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
But I remember the first bitch. I was mad nervous when I went out there. So the first bitch that I caught eyes with, I just grabbed her and took her back to the fucking apartment. And she was like a 6. You know what I'm saying? But she was Brazilian, so she probably like an American 7 or 8.
Right.
But she was like, compared to all the other bitches, I was like, man, I probably should have picked a better bitch. But my nigga, this bitch, yo, she would not stop. Like, she did the freakiest shit to make sure I fucking came, bro.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow, that's what's up.
And I was like, I'm looking at this bitch like, damn, bitch, you really good at what you do. Like, because like I said, I was nervous. It was the first time I was out there. I really didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this bitch made me feel like she almost made me feel like a supportive wife. Like, you can do it. I believe in you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm looking at her like, damn, bitch, you the type of bitch I need on my fucking team, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But see that type of treatment though, that's what I'm talking about, where dudes gotta keep getting more of that treatment, because that treatment is the high interest treatment. Because trust me,
Right.
just like you out there and then you got to come back to America and you're like, damn, these chicks
Right.
in America are fucking worse. And you're like, because you're seeing the type of treatment you're getting there versus here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so while you guys are out here dealing with these chicks, it's like you got to actually put that work in to play the numbers game to find the women who are actually the high interest to you. Because you got to understand something. A woman who shows high interest to you may not show high interest to me, and vice versa. You understand? That's why you got to find the chicks who like to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing is, you're not going to find those chicks who like to fuck with you if you have the mindset that there are no women who are going to be interested in you like that. You have to have that energy. And see, and this is the funny part, because it also works off each other. Because once you start getting treated a certain way, you look at yourself and say, I deserve this type of treatment. So then because you deserve that type of treatment, or you feel you deserve that type of treatment, you become more attractive to women in general. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then because you become more attractive to women in general, then when the women see you, they have high interest. You see what I'm saying? So it works off each other. You see what I mean? So that's what it is. It's crazy.
Right. And let me say one more thing too, because I don't want niggas to think that it's like, oh, let me start going for ugly bitches then, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. The only thing I'm saying is that no matter what you do, it's gonna be a numbers game.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the thing with quote unquote like trying to chase hot chicks, it's like to find a quality chick in the tier of quote unquote dimes or whatever. That's really gonna be a numbers game.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's a super numbers game. You understand? That's what and the thing is, understand the numbers game and understand your value so you don't fucking let a chick treat you like shit just because she looks good.
Right, exactly.
Because let me tell you something. An ugly bitch will treat you like shit too.
Right.
You understand? Any bitch will treat you like shit as long as you're willing to be treated like shit. So again, the real deal is to worry about what you're interested in and put that in front. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And then try to find a bitch that covers all angles. Like, okay, she's cute. She's cute to pretty. You know what I'm saying? She got a fat ass. She got a little bit of education.
Right.
She got she's clean. She know how to take care of herself. But most importantly, she fucking respects you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Most importantly, she respects you. That's the most important fucking thing. Like a lot of cats, they lose. They lose their fucking mind. Like, oh, she's so cute. She know so this, she so that. And it's like some chicks will fuck with your head and fucking they'll let you feel them up. They'll let you kiss them and shit. But they won't let you fuck. Just
Exactly.
So they keep you on the hook.
Exactly.
Just so they keep you on the fucking hook, bro.
Exactly.
Because they know that you one of them niggas that you're starving. You're not just thirsty, but you're thirsty for a hot bitch, and you're willing to fucking bend over backwards just because the bitch is cute. Like chicks out there know that, bro. They know what's going on with that shit. That's why you gotta be careful. And a chick. The most important thing is a chick gotta respect you before anything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, that's real shit, man. That's real fucking shit. Because look, man, again, like it all goes back to that interest shit. Because look, if you dealing with a chick she's bad, but she's showing you medium to low interest, but because she's bad, you're like, I'm willing to deal with this shit. Because I hear dudes all the time, they be like, oh, but because they be like, oh, I called her again, and I called her, and I'm like, why you? But they be like, oh, but she's hot though, like she's like the hottest chick I've ever seen, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean though, man?
Right.
Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Shout out to Eddie Viewers, because I heard that nigga say. Remember, you said it before too. He was like, sometimes I meet a bitch and I feel like I like her too much and I be thinking about her too much.
Right.
And I have to charge it to the game just for that.
Exactly. Right. That's what you got to do.
I remember I've been in situations where I meet bitches and I'm like, damn, that's my type. Like she's not necessarily bad, but she's my type. Like even those type of chicks will fuck you up. Like just because she's your type, you're like, damn, I gotta get that bitch no matter what.
Right.
It's like, no, there's no matter what with bitches, B. There's no matter what. She gotta follow your program no matter what. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to get her no matter what. She has to get you no matter what. You
Right.
understand?
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. And that's that high interest. Because look at it this way. Notice how when niggas really like a chick, they might start simping. They might, do a bunch of shit to try to get her. They'll go above and beyond. That's the type of energy you want the chick to have for you. You understand what I'm saying? You want her to, basically going above and beyond for you. You want her to be like, damn, I'll do anything to be with this guy. That's high interest. You understand what I'm saying? That's high interest. You see what I mean?
And like you said, dudes, like the dudes got to realize that they're out there, man. They're out there. Stop thinking that you don't deserve this and you don't deserve that, and there's no chick that would be willing to. Son, again, it's chicks out there that fucking go to jail for niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I dated one of them chicks before.
That fucking kill for niggas.
Right.
There's chicks out there that do horrible shit for they nigga. You understand?
Right.
So if you a regular dude that's not asking a bitch to do something crazy, then why can't you get a bitch too? You feel me?
Right. Now that's some real talk.
Like
that's some real talk.
And just because it's a numbers game, just because you gotta put in a little work, don't mean they're not out there. You understand? But you just gotta get at it. You gotta go like anything else, man. You gotta put in the work. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, all these niggas, they had to go through countless comedy clubs and open mics before they made it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's the same shit, bro.
Nah, that's real talk. Though you talking about chicks that go to jail for niggas. I went out with this chick once who she just got out of jail a few months, before I even went on this date with her. And she was in jail for like 4 or 5 years, like holding some drugs for her ex-man or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Because even dudes, they hit me up. They're like, yo, I'm with this girl and I've been hanging out with her, and she keeps like bugging me, talking about when I'm gonna be her boyfriend and blah this and that. I'm like, that chick don't got high interest in you. She just wants the label of girlfriend and with you. She don't give a fuck. Because the thing is, like when I was with my wife, we were together for 7 years before we even got married. But see, she had high interest in me, not the fucking label. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the thing. A lot of dudes, they'll be dealing with chicks, and it's like the chick don't really want them. The chick don't really care about them. It's more so, what is it that this guy can give me or do for me, which is why I may even be pretending I'm interested in him, or why I'm giving him that wishy-washy type of energy. You see what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
Like, man.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That's what we talk about. Yeah, get on that confidence show, man. Get on that shit, man.
Exactly. Go to Patreon.
It's heavy. Get on that Patreon with the confidence show, man. It's heavy, man. Niggas, because I feel like niggas get their confidence up. They'll be in a space of abundance, and they'll when a chick meets them, a chick will see the value. They'll see the value. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as soon as you open your mouth to say what's up to a bitch, they'll see your value just off your attitude, just off the way you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? All these things make a difference. You know what I'm saying? All these things make a fucking difference. And I just want dudes, fuck all the bullshit and whatever else niggas might misunderstand. I need niggas to fucking step their game up as far as their self-perception. You understand?
Right.
Like men in general, like y'all need to understand how heavy your presence is in this whole scheme. You feel me? Like,
right.
Chicks are beautiful. Trust me. Yeah, they're awesome. Like, chicks are beautiful. Chicks, they give birth and all that shit, but they can't give birth without us. They can't give birth without what we got. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I totally believe that they're due to the laws of nature, they're secondary. And it's shit like that I kind of I look at and I realize the value of my shit. So when I'm talking to a bitch and I tell her to wear a dress or I tell her a certain thing and she don't follow directions, or she acts funny and start questioning me and shit, like I charge into the game quick and easy. That's no problem for me. I don't care how good you look or nothing. Like I'm so important. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not even on no conceited shit. Like it's just actual fact in my mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where I want cats to be. That's where I want any dude listening. That's where I'm trying to get y'all to be. That's where we want y'all to get to. That's why we talk about, the bad boy shit and the truth is inside you. We got the confidence show and the bad boy membership. We got the Mr. Locario Patreon. Like that's where it's all about elevation. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it goes from something internal to it becomes an energy just blasting around you. So when people are around you, they feel the energy, they feel the value, they feel the confidence, and they want to be around you. And that's what makes women. That's what makes women want, like those crazy women that you were just talking about that's holding drugs. The reason why they holding drugs is because how they feel when they with the nigga.
Exactly.
They'll do anything they have to do to be around the nigga because
exactly.
He's so full of confidence. Like, let me tell you something, bro. Oh man, I can't wait till y'all see this fucking documentary. Because
I know, right?
You remember that shit that not Rose, but Boss Mac was talking about. You remember that shit?
I don't want to give no spoilers.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't want to spoil it, but it's like y'all don't understand. Like, remember, we dealing with emotional creatures. You understand? If you can master, energy. Shout out to Eddie Hughes again, like because he talks about energy and the the spiritual and the supernatural sometimes or whatever.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, metaphysical. But the point I'm trying to make is, these thoughts and these words and these affirmations and all this information that we're giving y'all. It goes from thoughts to words to action, and then the action creates energy, bro.
Right.
You understand? The action creates energy, and once a female sees that shit, and you find the right female, them bitches is willing to do whatever. Trust me. Don't think it's impossible. Don't think it's impossible. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen men do some horrible shit to bitches, and the bitches right back the next day with the fucking black eye, ready to stand next to her man. I'm not saying beating on bitches is right. I'm just saying these are the extremities that women will go to, that will go through in order to be with a man, just because she loves his confidence, she loves his energy, and there's nothing that can be done to change that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, real shit, man. Real shit. And it's funny. I'm telling you, dudes need to get to a point where, like, all a guy needs is at least one reference point of showing him a woman who's interested in him highly. That's what he needs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes, they don't believe it.
They really don't. But they think it's a unicorn, and it's not. And it has nothing. Because I know MGTOW niggas be like, oh, you're talking about on the wall. No, we're not talking about on the wall.
Right.
Because the bitches, the bitches that we're talking about that's gonna have high interest. We're not saying they're perfect women. They're still not perfect. Let's be clear. You understand? They're still not chicks who, like are unicorns, like they're totally fucking perfect in every way. No. But the point I'm trying to make is these chicks will show high interest. These chicks they will do what you say. They will be an asset and enrich your life in a lot of different ways that you would never even realize. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's facts. Facts.
Let me get out of here, man. I gotta get in the gym, because fat niggas gotta work it out. You feel me?
I feel you. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
All right, man. Happy Friday, man. Go sit at some bitches or something. You feel me?
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you. All right, peace. Later. That's my nigga Miles right there. Y'all need to chill in the chat room talking about, yo, cut him off and go to the next caller. Listen, when we spin that game, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, Mr. Locario.
What's going on?
How you doing, man?
Chilling. What's good?
Yeah, bro. I've been listening to the show right now, and I'm so glad to be with you, bro. I mean,
so what's good? What's good with you, though?
Games right there, bro.
So what's up with you?
What is it?
I said, so what's up with you? What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. So basically, I just wanna talk about the game, and you know what I'm saying, like Like, I got some difficulties, bro. I mean, with women and all that. I mean, not necessarily on the level of like talking to women, but just like on managing my time and finding the time because I'm fucking working hard, man. Like fucking 7 days a week. So this shit just sucks, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, sometimes because I'm driving Uber in New York City, and sometimes you know I'm trying to just to take advantage of like when I'm driving and talking to women, but I don't really try to push it to the limit, like asking about their numbers. Sometimes I do if they collaborate or something. You know what I'm saying, bro?
So wait, so you say you work 7 days a week?
Yeah, man.
Doing what?
Shit. I'm driving.
So just doing Uber?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so man, because your schedule is crazy right now. Because how you gonna find time to fuck with a chick if you working 7 days a week?
Fucking working like an animal, bro. That's the shit. So sometimes, like, recently I just got a number from a girl, and she's in Brooklyn, and I don't know.
Because my thing is, okay, if you drive an Uber 7 days a week, let's say you get a girl in your car, and you get her number. What you gonna do though? Because how you gonna meet up with her?
That's the thing, man. Like, sometimes when I think about it, like, when I get a number and texting a girl or something, I'd be, like, texting her back, like, on 2 days, 3 days, and I'm thinking, like, just to make time for like, a hookup or, like, having a coffee or a drink or something, but I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna waste the day. Some shit like that, and
but that's the thing. But that's the thing, though, because look, if you, but that's the thing. You gotta balance your life out better. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you working every day, there's no time for you to see anybody. So even if you do get a girl's number from your driving around, you ain't gonna have enough time to see her anyway. So the thing is that you gotta figure out like a way to manage your situation better. You understand what I'm saying? So are you in a situation where you have to work 7 days a week?
I have to right now because I'm focusing just to make more some money. I have some shit to
okay, so then just make your money, and then once you get enough, because you might like, how long is it going to take for you to make the money you need to make?
Probably, I don't know, maybe like next 5 months, something like that.
Okay, so then after 5 months is done, then you start fucking with the chicks. So until 5 months is over, so for the next 5 months you just drive the cabs. That's it, or you drive your Uber.
That shit is fucking with my mentality, bro. I'm like, I don't really have a girl right now, and I feel like
you don't need a girl. What you need a girl for?
I mean, not a girlfriend in that sense. Like so fucking a girl. That's what I mean.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right now, you said your goal is to save up some money and get your money. So that's just what you got to do. And then after those 5 months are done, then you could start, hollering at the girls. Because right now you ain't got no time. You see what I'm saying?
The thing is, what I'm trying to figure out is like, is there any strategy that I could use during driving and get numbers and hook up with girls? And just kick it and.
But that's what I'm saying. Hold on, this is what I'm asking you. What day of the week are you gonna fuck them?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I just don't like to go out and hook up and spend the whole day. That's the thing. I mean, for fucking, I would like to, if she wants, but sometimes.
No. I'm asking you. No. I'm asking you when. You said you drive every day Uber. So. So when are you gonna?
Half day.
Huh?
I could make half day any day on the weekend as long as if she wants to. But the thing is, you gotta invest on your time with her and take her out, or I don't know that shit. Like even
the thing is, no. This is what I'm saying. The thing is, you don't gotta take a chick out and do a whole bunch of other stuff. But what I'm saying is, you're gonna have to put in some time in with the girl to get her to want to fuck with you. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that. Again, because when you're saying you're working all these days, then you're done, because you're gonna be exactly a nick in the chest, and you're gonna be too tired. You know what I'm saying? After all that working, so how you gonna even deal with them? That's what I'm saying. Like right now, the way your schedule is gonna make it really hard for you to do. Now, it's not impossible. You could probably, let's say you get a girl's number from, you know, the ride or whatever, and you say to her, hey, I'll holler at you, you know, tomorrow or whatever and shit. Then after you off your shift, you hit her up, and then you can say, yo, what you doing tonight? And then try to make something happen that night. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that it's going to be harder on you because you have so much time that you're working. You see what I'm saying? See, the thing is with life, it got to be a balance, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking about is like even when I got like breaks or like an hour sometimes, or like when I go out for groceries or something, I'm trying to talk to girls, even in the suite. But the thing is, when you go like when you in that rush mode of like trying to get shit done, sometimes you get not rejected, but you come with the vibe of like you want to get the shit done quickly, and it's not.
But see, that's the thing.
You're not relaxed though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's the thing. You need some time to put into the game. You ain't got no time right now. That's all I'm saying. Like you're trying to get shit popping without having to put in any time. It's impossible. You understand what I'm saying?
The funniest thing is I'm trying to get shit done, and I'm still a square though. I'm not like an expert or something. And you gotta fight with the you know the feeling of like not being rejected, like that all that shit is like it's fucking with my mind, bro. But
and that's what I'm saying. You ain't even ready for all of this shit yet, bro. This is what I suggest you to do. Work your 5 months, save up your paper, get your ass on the Bad Boy membership. You know what I'm saying? And start studying this goddamn game, because you're going to need some time. That's all I'm saying to you. You're going to need some time to make it happen, because if you're working 7 days a week, right now is not the time. That's all I'm telling you. Right? Because you got to put some time into the game. It ain't going to just fall in your lap.
Yeah, even recently, I got fucked with Uber, man. They stopped my profile for 5 days just because some fucking chick, she I think her boyfriend or her, she complained about me, like trying to get on her or some shit like that.
See, that's what I'm saying. You got to find different places to holler at these chicks.
I was working Sunday, and I took her from Jackson Heights to the Bronx. And I mean, I was like trying to kick the shit out. I mean, just talking to her, like, how is your day going, stuff like that. And we just get into the conversation of like the boyfriend, if she has a boyfriend. So I found out that she's going to her boyfriend's crib for the night. And I was like talking to her about all that shit. And I don't know, bro, she took that shit like I'm trying to fuck her or something.
But that's what happens though when you're that's what happens when you're trying to holler at chicks during a work situation. This is what I'm saying. Like you need to get some time. Like after those 5 months, then you go in. Right now, it ain't the time. That's all I'm saying. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'ma holler at you, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man.
All right, man. Be safe. Yeah, dudes be trying to get shit popping. I'm like, bro. You need to put some time into this shit, man. You need to put some time into the shit. Man, you said hardly anybody in the chat showing their face on their profile pic, but yet want chicks. That's funny. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Locario. How you doing? It's Create Noise, man.
What up, bro? What's going on?
Yo, man, I got a quick question for you. Yo, you know how you talk about social seduction and sexual seduction, different things? Yo, how do you boost your sexual morale? Like, have you ever thought about that? Like, you know how like football players, they boost their morale, they pump their chest, or they do a chant to boost their morale? Is there a way to boost your sexual morale or even your social morale?
What do you mean as far as what? Like, give me an example.
Like when a guy has a girlfriend, his morale is up. Like he has a girl, and because his morale is up, that's what I think. Like he attracts more girls. And there's a difference between having like a social morale, like social seduction, and having like just sexual, like girls lust for you.
Right.
There's no way to boost that.
Well, the thing is, it's all energy though. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is that you have to involve yourself in situations to create more of that energy. You see what I mean? Like you can have it already exuding from you if you're just that type of person. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just, you just sort of like either naturally have that energy or you just cultivate it in a way where it's sort of like you can tap into it. But it's more so you gotta just be in those situations because the next situation you're in is gonna feed off of the next one after that. You see what I'm saying? Or the one you did before that. So it's just really putting yourself in a situation so that you can then, you know, make it happen easier for you. So just like you said, if a guy has a girlfriend, it's some more girls will probably be attracted to him off the strength he has a girlfriend, but it's more so because he has a girlfriend, he's a little bit more relaxed around women and interacting with women because he's around his girlfriend all the time anyway, or dealing with his girl. So it's easier for him to deal with girls in general. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they're not putting themselves in position to be around women, to interact with women. So then what happens is it's harder for them to develop or create that type of aura around them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like, see, I've gone out and I've been talking to girls like almost every weekend, and my social morale, it's easier to get, you know, to for lack of a better way, to get it up. No, I'm not gonna laugh at that, but anyways, whatever. Just to get your social morale high, it's been easier for me. But when it comes to sexual, like the seduction part, like I checked a couple of your Bad Boy memberships. You know, there's one about like seducing women with your word. That one was really helpful. But it's like it's hard to transition into that next step because they're not the same. That it's, you know, like I've even been working on my body game. I've been trying to like work out, trying to make music, but it's still a challenge, and it's more like I don't know if there's something that you can do to kind of just boost that. Well, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No. Well, the thing is this, is that the reason, see, what you have to understand is that part of what you're asking, the answer really lies within you recognizing that and being that in the situation. Because right now what it is that it's like you're looking for a formula for it, but there's no formula for it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just an energy. It's almost like, it's like if somebody says, like, it's like if somebody is in a school, like a high school or junior high school, and they see a bully picking on a kid, and then they go up to the bully and say, hey, how do you become a bully? You know what I mean? Like, how do you make these people scared of you, right? It's not any type of necessarily a formula, but he just has that belief that he could beat this kid's ass, which is why he's picking on him. You see what I'm saying? And that belief makes the kid see him as, damn, this guy is scary. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is that like you have that belief in you already that you see a chick, yo, this chick wants to fuck the shit out of me. I can already tell. I'm just gonna roll up on her and see and get this shit going. It's just an energy, a confidence, an arrogance that goes into the situation. So what I'm saying for you is that there's probably some sort of doubt within you that's causing you not to get to that place. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's really what it is.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've like I said, I've been trying to do everything to kind of like maintain everything up to standard, because it does take work to just even maintain just where you are, you know, and then just to push further beyond that, it's like a little bit extra. So, like I said, I've been like trying to work out everything. I'm trying to like anything that's like, I guess, for lack of a better word, just masculine. Like just working out and just going out, just taking the initiative, you know, just cutting chicks off and whatever. And there's been a lot of that, but it's kind of like.
So what do you feel is not, like, what do you feel you're not like achieving, or, you know what I'm saying, getting the benefit of in the situations you're in? You know what I'm saying? Like what's specifically happening? Or the dude's phone cut off. Shit. He's like it's too much. I can't fuck with it. But yeah, a lot of this shit, man, dudes gotta understand that they have to put themselves in a situation and believe it. You gotta actually you have to become that shit. That's the thing people don't understand. You know what I mean? Oh, I think it's him again. Yo, it's probably your phone had cut off, I think.
Yeah, that was my phone got cut off.
Right.
Another call came in.
Right. So I was saying, what is right now? the issue in the situations you're dealing with these chicks?
All right, so let's say I guess I'm not having enough. So what I do have success on is like having girls like talk to me. But when it comes to like them actually wanting to actually choose me, like actually want to have like to actually get with me, like just to hook up, is just a little bit hard. It happens once in a while. Like it happened about 3 weeks ago at a bar. There was these 4 girls, and one of them was eyeing me, and then she was choosing. I got touched, went up to her, I talked to her, she was like rubbing up on me, but then I walked away, and I don't even know why. So my point is that I want to have that reoccur more and more.
So why'd you walk away? Why'd you walk away?
I wasn't used to it.
So you said you had a chick checking you out. You approached her, and then you started talking to her a little bit, and you walked away.
Yeah, because I got nervous.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. See, you're not. The fact that you're still, the fact that you're nervous about that, right, and walking away is the reason why you're not getting to that next level. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like, because I'm thinking you're talking about, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and shit's not working. No, again, it's the doubt. The doubt, you walking away is the doubt. You walking away is the being uncomfortable in the situation. So you have to get more comfortable in those situations. You have to get more, you have to feel okay in those situations, and then you'll get to that next level. You're not going to get to that next level yet until you're first okay in those situations. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like you're asking me to get to the next step, but you haven't even finished the first step. You feel what I'm saying? That's the thing. So you have to
sort of.
Right. So what I'm saying is you have to talk to more women and be in more of those situations. You understand? Because the fact that you walked away because you was nervous and wasn't used to it means that you're not at the level. It's almost like if I took you to the gym and I told you to bench press, like 100 pounds, and then you couldn't even do that, and you're like, oh, can you teach me how to bench press 300? I'm like, bro, you don't even know how to do 100. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Learn how to do 100 first. And then all the stuff you're trying to get to is going to happen later. You see what I'm saying?
More or less, yeah. More or less.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, you got to understand that, like, you have to first, because like you said, what were you nervous about when you is the reason why you walked away?
It seemed like she was teasing, and it seemed like she was just like, I guess it was just in front of a lot of people too, but it was also like, I didn't realize, like, I didn't really know what to do. Like, I got to the point where I wanted to get, and then it's just like, okay, what now? Like, I didn't think that far.
You said it again, you said you got to the point where what?
I got to the point where I wanted to get, like, I got to like the flirting, like the deep touching and everything, but then I didn't know where to go from there.
Okay, and so was she being receptive to you flirting and touching her and all that other stuff?
Yeah, she was teasing, and then she started teasing, and then I thought, and I was like, okay, I interpreted that as her being like a attention whore.
Well, see, that's the thing.
And then looking back after it, I was like, I think she was flirting. Like hindsight 2020,
Right, and see that, and this is why I'm saying you got to be in more of those situations, because the more situations you're in, the more you're gonna understand the situations. So right now you're not understanding the situations you're in because you haven't had enough practice in those situations to understand it. So what I'm saying is, like, for example, in that situation, if she's flirting with you, she's being responsive to you, then it's like the next move is to try to actually get her to, come out the place with you, or if you can't do that, get her number, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, make some sort of connection to get it to the next step. You see what I mean? And so you got to start doing more of that. You see what I mean? And so once you start doing more of that, you'll start to see how you feel in those situations, and you start to see how those situations happen. You see what I mean? So it's steps you take. Because right now it seems like you're okay with approaching a woman and talking to her, like you're saying earlier, but you don't know how to close the deal. You see what I'm saying? You're not comfortable talking to the keeping in the situation. So what I would say for you to do at this point is get more comfortable closing a deal, and get more comfortable just talking and being in the interactions with the women. You see what I'm saying? Like, just work on those two things first. You feel what I'm saying? And then other shit will happen later on. You feel what I mean?
All right, cool.
All right, bro.
I appreciate your help, man.
All right, man. I'm out at you. Peace.
All right, later.
Yeah, man, you guys gotta, take some steps. Don't be, don't be scared out here. Just, take it one day at a time. You can do baby steps. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? It is fine, but shit, it's about that time, people. Listen, let me close this thing out real quick. All right, so listen, guys, remember, if you want this shirt, Submissive Women Are Sexy, click the link below to get the shirt. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys get this. Bam, right here. Let me shout out to all the people in the chat. Make sure you guys get those likes up. Please get them likes up, people. Shout out to Louise, Birdman, Nathan Wong, Theo C. Who else? Elroy Jetson. Who else up in here? Shaddy Ratty, Tito Smiles, True Baller, Nathan Wong, Gerald K. Lorenzo Davis, what up? Mike Sauda in the building, Kelly Moore, Chaz Velez, Heathen Deluxe, what up? Cool Chris from St. Louis, Gillian, Joe Blast, what up? Who else is up in here? CJD. Who else is up in the place? Nick Pixkinco, I think that's how you pronounce your name. But yo, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Remember, I'm probably gonna start doing the live streams during the week, like earlier during the week on Patreon. But I'll let you guys know more of that, because I'm gonna probably put a clip of the live stream from the Patreon to YouTube, so you can check it out. Make sure you join the Patreon to get the new live streams. I'm always gonna do the live stream here on Friday though. But if I do live streams Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to start doing them on Patreon. So to make sure you guys join the Patreon, go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario so you do not miss it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. And yeah, I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going.